4th and goal to go to 2. 34 seconds left to go in the ball game. This is the play right now. Takes the snap. Targeted goes in. Targeted all alone. And the quarterback keeps. Wow, what a call. Nobody touched him.
Here is Jeff, the host of the Gridiron.
All right. Welcome to the Gridiron, baby. If you give this video a thumbs up or maybe share this video, that would be absolutely freaking phenomenal. If you subscribe to my channel, thank you. If not, please go down below, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell icon. That way, next time I go live or if I put a video out, you'll be notified. And it's free of charge. It's totally free of charge. What do you got to lose, right? But if you are subscribed to my channel, thank you. Want to help support my channel out? Description box below, very top link takes you to my membership page. I got 3 different membership levels, so each one has one little perks to them. So once again, if you want to help support my channel, it would mean so much to me, and I thank you in advance. Once again, thank you. And then finally, just underneath that, another link in that description box takes you to my Facebook group. It's called the New York Giants, the Gridiron. It's my Facebook group. We have over 10,000 members in the group, and it is doing simply marvelous, might I add. Basically, if I'm alive and breathing and if I got internet access, I am putting stuff in this group darn near 365. It is called the New York Giants, the Gridiron. It's my Facebook group. Please join it. You will not be dissatisfied. I promise. Woo, baby! Huh? Woo! It's just an absolute trash. Absolute trash. Another game, another pile of trash. Just full of trash. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It's just, there's no answers. There's just, it's just unbelievable. I mean, the sprinkling of, good players, good plays in here and there and all that. Man, I love me. How about I love me some Cam, huh? Whew. Yeah, there's some good stuff, but as per usual, there's just out of every 10 things, 3 are good and 7 are bad. It's just unbelievable. They said Kansas City's going to have a good rush. And they got some pressure. They didn't necessarily blitz a lot. Spagnuolo was blitzing a lot so far this season, but they really didn't have to want to blitz a lot. But they just, they're doing things, and it's like we have no answers for them. It's like a chess match. It's your checkers, right? You do this, and the defensive coordinator does this. It's okay. He's doing that. Okay, all right. So we're doing it. He's doing that. Okay, all right. We take our rook. We move our rook over here. We count. All right, and then the defensive coordinator makes a move, and then he does this, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a good move. I'm liking that. I like that, bro. All right. Well, we're taking our queen. We're bringing our queen. Yeah. It's got to be a chess match. I mean, but it's like, they're putting 34 guys on Malik Neighbors. It's like, yeah, I guess we're screwed. All right, everybody, we're going home. We lost because we have no answers. There's no answers. I'm going to talk a little bit more about Brian Dable, but I mean, it just sometimes even hard to talk. Just after watching just trash, just straight trash. I mean, I really feel sorry for the people who spent money to go watch that garbage. I mean, it's unbelievable. I mean, I really feel bad. There's a picture, I guess it must be toward the end of the game where, they they got a picture of John Mara, and they got a picture of Brian Dable, and they got a picture of Joe Shane. I'm not sure if it's all at the same time, and they just kind of put it together, right? But all I mean, you can see Mara and Shane. I mean, they're like, it was just like, oh my God, I mean, obviously so. They're not happy. Going to be interesting to see, because as the bricks start falling, or whatever you want to call it, as things start happening, shall we say? Right? I would have to imagine, you hear a lot of people talking, like, well, they got to clean house. Shane and Dable got to be gone. Well, I mean, I don't. Are they going to be gone? Meaning Shane and Dable going to be gone? I mean, a lot of it's like, as Shane supplied Dable and the team with quality talent. Now, to be fair, the first draft or two was not exceptionally well. Okay. But the last two drafts haven't been too bad. It's like, so he's supplying these guys with good draft. And the free agency's been brought in a few decent free agents, Is this the result we're getting? Or is it just, a lot of it, just the coaching? We have like, it's just hard to watch. It just, yeah. And now we what the heck are we? Where was it? 9 and 6. Okay, so we're 12. I think 12, 34 now and 1. Since we started 6-1 back in 22, right? And after that, obviously, right? Because we started 6-1, and then we finished 3-6-1. Over the last 10 games, we were, I guess, 3-6-1, right? So we're 3-6-1, and then you got that, and 23-6. Yeah, so I think we're 12, 34, and 1. Almost a 250 winning percentage since we started 6-1 in 22. I mean, we have a 250 winning percentage, but basically, if you just go over the past 3 seasons, right? 2023, 2024, and 2025. We're 9, I believe, and 28 now. 9 and 28. So actually, over the past 3 seasons, 23, 24, and 25, right? Our winning percentage is under 250. Before last night's game, we were 9 and 27. So basically, we won 1 out of every 4 games before the Chief debacle. Now our winning percentage is even under. Let's see here. Get my handy dandy cat. It just it must be 240 or something like that. So what did I say? We were 9 and 27. 9 and 30. So 9 divided by 37 equals 242. Well, 243. Our winning percentage is 243. 243 over the past 2+ seasons. Yeah, things, and it's not going to get any better. Maybe Dart goes in there. That'll. I'm going to talk about that in a little bit here, but wow, it's just. I mean, once again, the red zone. It's like what we're in the red zone there. Red zone. We were 1 for 3. Now, of course, one of the problems was we don't have a kicker. Obviously, you figure at the end of the game, we had to go for it. We're down, down 22-9. So, kicking a field goal wasn't going to do any good. We'd make it 22-12, but it'd still be 2 scores. So we had to kind of go for it. But we're down to the 4-yard line. We can't run the ball in there with Cam, or I don't know. Just horrible, absolutely horrible. Rushing. I mean, the rushing was good. You got to get 130 yards, 27 attempts, 4.8 yards per carry. And of course, the 2 turnovers were not good. But, Scatterbo, 121 total yards and a touchdown. Imagine if he was on a good team, what the guy might wind up doing. So hopefully he doesn't get hurt. But we were 1 for 4 on fourth downs, 1 for 10 on third down conversions. It's just, as I said, the Chiefs have a good defense. The 4.6 yards per play. 4.6 yards per play. 4 yards per pass. 4.4 yards per pass attempt. 4.4 yards. Absolutely horrible. The 2 interceptions. 7 penalties once again. So basically, between this week and last week, we had 21 penalties accepted. Just hard to watch. You could go on. There's so many things. The one thing with, when Patrick Mahomes threw the ball backwards and Akarake actually had the ball, and Mahomes went over and knocked the ball out and recovered the ball. It's like it's like there's not only it's like things aren't going good for the Giants, but also it's just like we can't even recover a fumble. The opposing quarterback knocks it out, and one of the things is kind of wondering maybe just fall on the ball, but when then around a 10, 15-yard line, you also kind of wondering too, because maybe we may not have had a kicker at the time. Maybe a character saying, well, maybe I need to score, or we need to score on this after we recovered the fumbles. That's why you try to pick it up and run. I would have picked it up and run with it. There's nobody in front of you. You're able to pick it up and run with it. But you get the ball knocked out, and then Mahomes. It's like I said, it's like not only is it, it's like everything is just going against you. Everything. Mahomes could have knocked it out and the ball could have squirted toward the end zone, which would have been good for the Giants. No, of course, that doesn't happen. I'm saying? And the Giants could have landed on the end zone. That could have been good for the Giants. Could have possibly gave us another 6 points. Would have if it fell on the end zone. It just so many things. So many things. It's like it was what went right for I just Russell Wilson, of course, the chance we want. Of course, we want Dart. That'll certainly fire the crowd up. You put Dart in there, that's for sure. Wilson went up 18 for 32, 160 yards and 2 interceptions. Now, a lot of those, he had a lot of pressure up the middle. Had a hard time seeing. You can't have pressure right in his face, right? It's like this is okay. Yeah. Apparently, safety split coverage, like the 2 high safeties, right? 2 high shell, whatever you want to call them. The Chiefs utilized a split safety coverage on 30 of 38 dropbacks, so almost 79%. In their Week 3 win over the Giants, the highest rate by any team in the game this season. It was also the 3rd highest split safety rate with Steve Spagnuolo as defense coordinator since 2019. When using split safety shells, the Kansas City defense allowed 13 completions on 24 attempts, 133 yards, and an interception, forcing 12 pressures, sacking Russell Wilson 2 times. It's like, they're using 2 high safety. Oh my God. Oh, we're screwed. I don't know what to do. They got 2 high safety, and so it's taking the deeps. And we got Malik Neighbors. There's 9 guys. It's like you got maybe a cornerback covering them, another safety over high. You might have another linebacker or something. So you have 38 guys covering Malik Neighbors, and they get 2 sides there. I guess we're gonna lose. I don't know. I don't know what to do. What do we do? Are you kidding me? You got all these minds on you don't know what to do to beat that kind of coverage. It's like you don't know what plays to call. It's like, are you kidding me? I mean, I think he had 2 receptions? Was that what he had? Box score. Malik Neighbors, your most explosive guy. 2 catches for 13 yards. He had 7. He threw the ball in 7 times, right? But I mean, a lot of times you had a lot of guys on him, but you don't know how to get the guy the ball. It's like, are you kidding me? Are you serious? And it's like to the other, well, some of it is all the pressure getting to him. So that also takes a lot of those deep ball opportunities off the board, right? I get you. But, when you have 37 guys on defense paying attention to Malik Neighbors, the other guys have to win these battles. They got to get open. And if, they can't do that, I mean, this is another one of the reasons why. I guess I got to move my leg. Oh, this is my buddy, Randy. I got to move my legs. Oh, buddy. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Let me move my legs over here. All right, there we go. Now we're better. But it's like we really could use another threat. You know what I'm saying? Another threat, like maybe next season would be, if we can get somebody just scared of bejesus out of the defense, if we get 2 of those guys, whether it be a tight end, because as of right now, I mean, Bellinger and Theo Johnson are just, it's almost like business as usual was the way it was last season. In the beginning of the season, it was like, do we have tight ends on the field? It's like, I think like after the first 3 games, Theo Johnson last year had 4 receptions. And it's like, do we have tight ends on the field? Is anybody catching balls from the tight end? So if we had two guys who could really, scare the crap out of a defense, that would be good. Yeah, so next season, that might be top of the Christmas list for the Giants next season to get another dog of a while. I mean, it's much easier said than done. I get it. It would behoove them maybe to get them in the draft because obviously the dogs, they cost a lot of money in free agency. But to maybe go out and get somebody. Let's be honest. Slayton can take the top off of a defense, but what did he wind up with there? Slayton, he had 4 catches for 30 yards. What's he got so far? What's he got so far? Malik Neighbors, he has 6 receptions for 91 yards. We played 3 games. He's got 6 receptions. We need, when somebody's, taking all of that, or all those resources to covering Malik, you need the other guy to take over. And, for one reason or the other, Slayton has 6 catches for 91 yards. That's not getting it done. When that much attention is being paid to Malik, it falls on the other guys on the field. So, where were we at here? Sexy Dexy, unfortunately, he will likely end up with a good Pro Football Focus grade. That's fine, but the reality is that was the 3rd straight game in which the best player in the Giants defense, and perhaps the best defensive tackle in football, had no real impact. Giants need to get him back to the wrecking game. I mean, obviously, because he's been at a football shape. It's going to take time. It's going to probably take might take a few more games. Maybe the Saint game, we might start seeing a little more of the old Sexy, and hopefully if he can stay healthy, as time goes by, we'll start seeing him maybe wrecking some games. But that's unfortunately hasn't happened so far. The 3rd down defense, the Giants. The 3rd down offense. Giants' 3rd down offense was, as I said, 1 for 10, and he had more trouble on top of that by going just 1 for 4 on 4th down tries. So basically, between 3rd and 4th down, we were 2 for 14. I mean, I know they got a good defense, but I mean, come on. 2 for 14. I mean, come on. The passing game was not good enough, particularly on third down, said head coach Brian Dable. We were like 1 for 10 on third down. That's hard to sustain drives and put points on the board. That was a reversion to the way the Giants looked on offense in week 1 when they scored just 6 points in a loss to the Commanders. Drew Phillips, he had a rough game. He did. It was a rough night for the talented second-year slot cornerback. That was bad back-to-back kind of rough game because the week before that, he had to wind up carrying ABCD Lamb quite a bit. Right? He committed illegal contact penalties on 2nd and 18 and 3rd and 10 to give the Chiefs first downs. He committed a 52-yard defensive pass interference penalty that set up the Chiefs' field goal after a Houdini-like escape rush by Mahomes. Should have been tackled. He gave up a 33-yard catch to Thornton and put the ball on the 1-yard line and set up the Chiefs' final touchdown. He was victimized for a 5-yard Mahomes to Thornton touchdown. It was just overall, once again, it's just not good enough. I mean, and that's what Dable, Dable was saying. We're looking at the tape, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about Dable in just a little bit, but I mean, once again, just absolutely just trash. I mean, as I said, if we lost 24-23, okay, I mean, or something, but it's like almost anything that could go on out of every 5 things that went wrong in the game, 4 of them weren't against the Giants. It's just unbelievable, absolutely unbelievable how like one time things can't go the Giants' way. It's absolutely freaking amazing. It really is. It just, Then of course, next week we have the Chargers coming to town, and they're really good. So.